Hi everyone, it is us. Yeah, we are doing an event today. We are at the Bear Run campground. I believe it's Portersville. Is it Portersville, Jimmy?
I think so. At least that's the exit.
Yeah, let me bring my chair around.
Bring your chair around.
Okay. So we're early and today this event has nothing to do with music, but it has to do with us. So one of the things that I do with my art is I teach workshops or I host workshops at campgrounds in the summer with children and help them assemble what I call a memory keeper so that they can put some things from their campground experience into a paper pocket and then use that paper pocket inside a scrapbook or a book or wherever they want to keep it to remember their campground experience. Jimmy's being silly. So we're doing that today, and we're very early. We actually got here about probably half an hour ago, or maybe even more than that, and we're enjoying some coffee and hot chocolate. And I did bring a Pop-Tart for you if you want that.
Okay.
Anyhow, we're going to be setting up very soon, and we're really excited. This is one of the campgrounds that we really enjoy being at. And a little bit later, I'm going to be putting some clips together here, and Jimmy will be making a video with the montage of footage that we're going to be doing today. But one of the things that we're going to share with you is this country store that we're sitting inside right now in their little common space area where we're having coffee. And when we do, a little tour of the place, we'll show you. They have a fire pit inside, which is really beautiful. They have a bookcase filled with books and games and all sorts of tables. And then one of my favorite things that they have here is what they call a little mining station where they actually have crystals, you guys. We haven't been here for a couple years. We've been doing events at other locations, but
there was that COVID thing too.
Well, that's true. But last year we did do in the fall season an event where everybody had to wear masks and stuff at the time because it was up at Oil Creek Campground. Yeah. But
True.
we haven't been to this one in a couple years because they weren't doing these sort of events. But the last time we were here, we actually did do our little mining. They have like this little center and it's filled with all kinds of crystals that you can choose from and fill bags. And you can do like a small bag or a large bag or a extra large bag and fill it with all your favorite crystals.
Depending on how much money you want to spend.
Right. So I think like
they're cool though.
Yeah, I think like the large bag is $10 and the small bag is like, I don't know, $3 or something like that. I can't remember which size we got before, but regardless, we're going to do that today. Take more crystals home to place in our crystal cabinet that we just recently set up at the Storybook Cottage. So,
yes.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited. So stay tuned for more. As I said, Jimmy's going to be able to, from all of the footage that we take today, assemble a video, like a full video of all that we do up here today. Yeah. So
in a perfect world.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to, while I'm doing the class, hopefully he'll be able to get into some filming, depending on how many kids we have of the actual event too. So, but anyways, we just want to jump on here.
The only problem with that is some people don't like their children to be shown.
Oh, you know what? That's true.
So maybe I could blur their faces or something.
No,
we'll find a way to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could just do filming of the setup of what we're doing.
We can do that.
Yeah. So, anyways, I just want to jump on here and say hello. It's Memorial Day too, by the way.
Thanks for all those who gave their service and to all of those who gave their all.
Yes, thank you so much.
Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
We thank you for our freedom.
My heart gets very emotional sometimes when I think of the special people that have given their time to protect our country.
And their lives, which is what Memorial Day is all about.
Yeah, I get all choked up actually just thinking about it because I could not do that. Like, I almost joined the Army, you guys. I never said that before, but I almost joined the Army. I went to a recruiter's office when I was 18 years old. And back then, I was a lot bolder and more of a fearless.
Did you want to go kill people?
No, it wasn't about that. I wanted to.
What did you want to do? Be a clerk?
No, I wanted to give my service to I didn't want to actually fight, but I wanted to give my service because it takes all kinds, honestly. I mean, it does take administrative kind of people to do certain things.
So you wanted to be an office technician. And you're right, it does.
Yeah.
But normally they kind of like file those out as you get into the Army.
Yeah.
Find out who can carry a gun and who can't.
You know, you still have to go through
who's
basic
good at
training.
organizing, which
right.
is you.
You still have to go through
You're the
basic
best.
training. And back then, you know, I was very athletic and stuff like that, and I would have probably really enjoyed that back then, but I really didn't want to. Not now.
Enjoyed basic training. We could probably arrange that for you.
No, not now.
not to sign up, but maybe just have you go through basic training to see what you missed.
No, not now. When we go set up music, you know, I do what I need to do to set up my stuff, but the big heavy stuff, you guys.
You think it would have been fun? Okay.
Back then.
She thinks basic training would have been fun.
Leave
a comment on that, would you please?
Good exercise. Well, I have to say.
Yeah. No doubt.
I never said this before either, but when I was in high school, I went to Mount Lebanon High School, and I was a Mount Lebanon Rockette, and what we did was actually, it was like a drill team, but it was like a dance team, and we had basic training, basically. In the summer, in the heat of the summer, we had to be at the field at 7 o'clock in the morning, and our band leader.
That was not basic training.
Let me tell you.
Basic training would have been you doing that with the 50-pound sack on your back.
That
would have been basic training.
We marched from 7 a.m. until 3 in the afternoon with 1 half an hour break.
Did you carry a 30-pound rifle?
No, but it was tough, let me tell you, to march like that nonstop. It really was.
I was in the band. I know what it was like. I went to band camp.
Yeah, but no one, I have to say this, no one's band at all in this area, in Allegheny County and Beaver County, which is where and Westmoreland County and all that stuff. All the local counties where we would go to for football games, no one at halftime marched the way the Mount Lebanon band marched. We were not allowed to shuffle our feet, and everyone else shuffles.
Should have seen the Ambridge band. They've won many awards. I went to Hopewell, so like I'm not saying, oh, I went to Ambridge. They were the best. No, Ambridge was a good band.
Well, at least for the Rockettes, our knees had to be, what is that, parallel?
Yep.
To our
torso.
Yes. And we were not. We would get screamed at by our band director if the Mount Lebanon Rockettes did anything less. And marching like that, of course, you know, for the game, halftime was nothing compared to the time we had to put in for a month during basic training, practice, in preparation for the season, in this hot sun, because of course, you know, halftime at football games is at night. It's usually cool outside in the fall. This was in the summer. Like complete sweat, parallel marching, half an hour break with hours from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m., you guys.
And that compares to the Army's basic training, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, he always likes to razz me.
You're right.
Anyways,
me too.
It was tough, you guys.
That's why we get along so well.
And we did such a good job because we did stuff like the actual New York Rockettes did. That's what we did. We were a dance team, and we did the leg lifts and the kicks, and so our squad was tough. It was very tough training.
I'm sure they were very good. I do know this. The uniforms were pretty hot.
They were fun. Yeah. And when we had to wear them in the summer for practice, that was also difficult because our skirts were wool and our blouses were polyester. Our gloves were polyester. Let me tell you. Did you use the word hot?
I did.
It was hot.
That's why I said that.
Yeah.
No, they were hot in other ways too.
Yeah, it was
They
fun.
were sexy hot.
Anyhow, so Yeah, here we are talking about that kind of stuff, and we're here to do a workshop.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, we love you guys.
That always kind of made me think too. Why is Memorial Day happy?
Yeah, it's really not sad.
I mean, we're honoring people who gave their lives, but
Right.
I guess we're
Hold this
happy
a second. I want to take a sip of my coffee.
I guess we're happy that we have our freedom. So maybe that's why it's happy. Happy Memorial Day. Just it's like,
Yes.
what's that Jewish holiday where everybody suffers for everybody else's sins? What's it called?
Rosh Hashanah?
Yeah, I used to say Happy Rosh Hashanah on the radio because I didn't know any better.
There's Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and I can't remember
Maybe it was Yom Kippur.
what they're for.
But I said it on the radio, and this friend of mine who was a dentist called me up, and he was laughing his butt off, and he goes, "Jimmy, it's not a happy holiday." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Basically, we atone for everybody else's sins. It's very somber." And I said, "Okay, well, I'm not Jewish, so I was just trying to be nice."
There's a lot of sins in the world, too, so that would be a very sad, sad day.
Well, that's what he said, so it wasn't happy.
Anyways, you guys, we love you, and we'll be back with more from today's event at Bear Run.
Stay tuned.